Is Trading212 a safe broker to use to invest your hard-earned cash? What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I want to discuss a question that I see a lot of people asking, is if Trading212 is a safe platform to invest your hard-earned capital. In the video we will go through some reasons why people might be worried about Trading212. We'll also give some examples of when Trading212 may have come under attack, and finally I'll offer some solutions to help your account become more secure. But just before we jump into all of that, can I please ask, as always, if you're new around here, to consider subscribing to the channel, as we're only 14 subscribers away from our next small goal of 600. And with all that being said, let's dive straight on into today's video. As the old saying goes, nothing in life comes free, and that is certainly the case in a lot of people's opinions as well when it comes to brokers. And as Trading212 is a discount broker that does not charge fees, this will certainly come to mind, and people will kind of try to look into the background of this to see if they're kind of being scammed or if there is any other way they could be manipulated. The two categories that we will discuss today that most people will be concerned about would firstly be your capital protection, and secondly we'll have a look at data protection. It's quite reassuring that on Trading212's website, even the homepage, they have this emphasized a lot in terms of your protection, whereas if it was a bit seedy, they would be trying to kind of hide this in the background. We can see that firstly, they are regulated by the FCA, which is the Financial Conduct Authority, and that is very reassuring as well. In terms of your funds, for your safety and compliance and or regulations, all clients' funds are kept separately in segregated bank accounts up to £85,000. That £85,000 is only for UK investors. So for non-UK investors, we'll come back to this in a bit because this would affect me also as I'm living in Ireland. You can also see down below your information is protected. Regular Patreon tests and scans of our applications and infrastructure are performed by US-based security metrics. You can also see that they have a dedicated 24/7 security operations center which monitors and analyzes the traffic and alerts to protect our customers in real time. We practice in a bug bounty program rewarding researchers for submitted reports. So at first glance, Trading212 seem to be well protected in terms of information and capital, but let's dive in a little bit more. You may be aware that for UK investors you are protected up to £85,000, but however, if you're outside of the UK, you're only protected up to €20,000, and that is up to €20,000 max. And people are now asking the question on Trading212 platform. There is many on their forum, there's many questions that a lot of users are asking in terms of Brexit, and will this affect UK investors in terms of the £85,000? A lot of people are thinking and suggesting that this may be cut down to the non-UK rate of £20,000. As I've always been well aware of this €20,000 protection cap for non-UK investors, what I was planning on doing and what I have started to do already was to start investing in DEGIRO also, which is another EU brokerage, which is a discount broker. I've been using them since day one, and they are now protected up to €100,000 for any protection if the company did go bust. Originally, when I started investing a few months back, DEGIRO was only protected up to €20,000, but this is certainly a very good selling point for DEGIRO going forward. On another, less important front, there has been changes to Trading212's trading agreement that you had to approve a few weeks back, and I won't go through all of this at all. If you want to look at this yourself, you can go onto their website, as it's literally about 50 or 60 pages long, so this video would be about a few days long if we actually went through it all. But it is there's not much of an impact to you as such, but again, with any form of agreement, you should really sit down and take the time to look through it, especially if you have large sums of capital invested. It can be quite hard to find any faults with Trading212, especially considering they are a discount broker that do not charge fees. But with everything, there has been problems and teething problems with this brokerage. For example, we can see here that Trading212 blames Interactive Brokers for trade day execution. This happened back in November, but the incident counts as the second confirmed system outage on Trading212 in a month. Now, even though trade execution doesn't really mean your safety or protection of your account is hampered, however, it does get people guessing that if this can happen to a trading account, can other things start to happen? Now, we can see down below as well that there is talks of the DDoS attack, which I'll discuss next in today's video. Trading212 recently came under attack with a DDoS attack, and in summary, if you don't know what this is, this was essentially a malicious software or company or even an individual that encrypted a lot of accounts, so they made a vast majority of accounts at once, which essentially crashed the system because it put it into overload. The article suggests that Trading212 said that the third-party protection service didn't work properly, which is definitely not reassuring at all when you have your own capital at risk. But users are now able to use the platform as normal again. Now this again happened back in November. Let's just quickly have a look into this article. So we can see that Trading212, a fintech company and FCA regulated broker that we discussed earlier, today said that its platform was under distributed denial of service attacks, or DDoS, that attempts to paralyze its systems with a flood of info. That problem was resolved within an hour, and the retail broker said that despite the third-party protection service did not work properly, the users are now able to use the platform properly as normal. However, even though this was just an hour it took, it still is very alarming to see that the FCA regulation didn't work properly, and it was quite simple for this DDoS attack to infest Trading212. One of the ways or solutions that you can help protect your account even further is firstly a two-step login verification. Usually when you log into your Trading212, you simply just need to put in your username and password as normal and you can log in. Same with your mobile app. In fact, even on the mobile app itself, mostly it's like Facebook, you don't even need to log in. You can just open your phone and click in. Again, this is fine when you have your phone, but if your phone ever got stolen or lost, this could be very detrimental to your funds. This update was released in October, and a lot of people still aren't aware of this, but it is very imperative that you actually implement this two-step factor login. It can be a bit annoying, I know, having to double log in when you're going into your Trading212 account. However, if you do want to protect your funds even more, then this is essential. We can see on their forum that they put up a post in October saying, "We are eager to announce the launch of the often requested feature two-factor authentication." The two-factor, or the 2FA, is an optional layer of security to your Trading212 account designed to ensure that you're the only person who can access this. Instead of only entering your username and password to log in, you'll also be asked to enter a special 6-digit code generated by a two-factor authentication app like Google or Authy. The additional step helps make sure that you and only you can access your account, and especially in a video like this, it's vital that you're the only person that can access your account. So in summary, the best way to protect your account is firstly in terms of your capital. So as I discussed, if you're not from the UK, you're only up to 20,000 euro invested. You are protected only up to that amount. And if you're in the UK, it's 85,000, which again could change due to Brexit. So I would also have an alternative broker. In my case, I use DeGiro as my second broker, because once my capital goes over the 20,000 mark, I will start to shift some money over to that broker as well, to help ensure that all my eggs aren't in one basket, so to speak. Second of all, I would also suggest that in terms of login verification, that you'd use a two-step login authentication, as this could really make all the difference to help protect your account down the line. So with all that being said, that brings the end to today's video. If you found it anyway helpful or interesting, it would be brilliant if you consider liking the video, and as always, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel, as we're just 14 subscribers away from our next goal of 600. Comment below as well if you have any questions or queries in relation to anything Trading212 related in terms of protection or anything else. Thanks very much guys, and I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video.